In your time as a security officer, could you describe a particular time? Wait, that feels like a job interview. Could you describe the time when you successfully dealt with a potentially dangerous situation, and what was the fallout with that? What did you learn from that?
Well, I used to be a doorman as well, and the kind of I'm pleased to say that that's in the past, because the most um, kind of grievous examples of that would be from my time as a doorman, which obviously is a different kettle of fish to what I'm doing now, generally speaking. But, we had an occasion. There was, I think, 10 of us on the door at the time. It gives you an indication of what kind of place it was. And we had separated two gangs that were fighting inside. And it's very, very difficult to be in the middle. It's difficult between two people if you're one person. And it's difficult between two gangs, even if you're 10 people. Like, being in the middle is a horrible place to be. But sometimes it's difficult to avoid being in the middle, like if you've got to separate them. And we'd managed to separate them, and we thought that it was calming down. And then I looked in front of me, and a very young lad, I'd say probably not much more than 19, had gone to his car and brought a knife back. And the knife was, it was huge, actually. It was more like sort of an 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch type blade, black blade. And he suddenly produced it in front of me. But his particular target wasn't me, it was someone behind me. And I had a stab-proof vest on at the time. It didn't make me feel any more secure, I've got to say, because it's not like your head's covered, is it? Or your arms or your legs, And I remember feeling a really kind of primal fear, because the blade's right in front of you, and it's metal, and it has a kind of look to it and everything, and you kind of think, whoa, this has gone way beyond playing. This is one mistake and this could be my life. And I don't intend to die doing this. Was never my intention to bleed to death in a street in Manchester. Thank you very much. But one of the challenges, of which there were many, I can tell you at that point in time, was the fact that the other doorman had not seen the knife, because it was dark and it was a black blade. Probably because I was closest to it, and I'm a little bit closer to the ground than the other doorman, being quite a lot shorter. I saw it, but they didn't. So it sounds strange, but my priority at that point was telling the other guys that he had a knife, because because he'd stepped forward, one of the other doormen went to embrace him, to grapple him, not seeing that he had the knife.
Yeah.
So as he's going in, I'm shouting, he's got a knife, he's got a knife, he's got a knife, he's got a knife. And it wasn't getting through to this guy. It just wasn't getting through to him. I've no idea why. It was like his ears had turned off. And it's outside, it's not inside the club. And in the end, I had to go and physically pull him back. And he's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, he's got a knife, And then it kind of dawned on.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, And you think, well, what do you do? Do you do some amazing kind of martial arts takedown? It's like, no, you don't. You try and talk the guy down with every fiber of your being, and every single piece of pleading, persuasion, whatever you can possibly do, because never mind however many years of martial arts training, never mind any of that. A single mistake and you've had it. And how easy is it to make a mistake when it's very easy? It doesn't matter how much training you've got.